Hello everybody. The rodeo family is one of the strongest bonds in sports. If you ride, you'll have hundreds of new friends at every stop cheering you on. That's why Dougie Hall got into bronc riding, and now he's trying to touch as many lives as possible. MTN's Tom Wiley explains.
The horse holds an important place in Blackfeet culture. And there's nothing more important to Browning bronc rider Dougie Hall, whose Blackfeet name means crazy after horses.
I've been around horses my whole life. Growing up when I was small, my dad and uncle had an Indian relay team. And so I grew up, I was a Indian relay brat growing up. So I was traveled to every fair in Montana.
And it's been a labor of love ever since. Dougie took up bronc riding as a teenager, and he's quickly made a name for himself on the Montana circuit with his thrilling rides and his signature dance moves.
Some people probably think I'm doing it to show off, but I'm just having fun. That's why I started doing it. When I first figured out how to ride broncs, I'd jump off and I'd be so happy. I just couldn't stop my feet and start Indian dancing. And you make people smile and laugh, and that's good medicine.
Dougie rides with joy in his heart, but he's also experienced his share of pain. He doesn't shy away from telling his story. This particular one begins when Doug was 14.
Just a nice evening like this. My mom's laughing and singing to the radio, and my sister I remember hearing her yell, "No." And our truck swerved. And I'm sitting behind my dad, so I peek around the front seat, and I see a pair of headlights coming at us, and they're close. There was nothing I could do. That's the most helpless I've ever felt. And we hit, and I remember coming to and hearing the hissing of the engines. I look in the front seat, and I, see my dad, my older sister, and my mother all laying over airbags, and they were, I'll never forget that. They were all blowing bubbles in their own blood on them airbags.
The driver of the other vehicle was drunk. Doug's mother was flown to Seattle.
To see her laying in that hospital bed like that, a machine breathing for her, I walked up to her and told her, "Mom, I love you very much, and you're the best mother in the whole world, and thank you for being my mom." And I just kept telling her that I loved her. And I told her, I got stern with her. I raised my voice. I said, "But one thing I'm not going to tell you is goodbye." I kissed her, and they pulled the plug.
Though his mother's body is gone, her spirit is with him every day at every rodeo and on every ride, including his first PRCA win in Kalispell earlier this season.
And I could feel my mom, and she was there.
Hall's resilience and attitude has inspired a lot of people, including his best friend, Will Shirley.
He is known throughout the rodeo world just because of his personality and how positive he is. For all the negative things that have happened to Doug and the way he treats people and his positive outlook on life is just kind of nothing short of amazing, really.
Shirley nominated Hall for the Rocky Heckman Perseverance Character and Hope Award, named for the late rodeo advocate and Montana legend. And they surprised Hall with a new belt buckle at the Big Sky Pro Rodeo Roundup.
It left me speechless because, Rocky has done a lot for rodeo. He did a lot for his kids in high school rodeo, One of the biggest honors I've ever gotten.
Doug's legacy will live in how he treats people, and that's worth more than any championship or belt buckle.
When somebody smiles or laughs, they seem to put down the baggage, whatever they're carrying. It feels good to be looked at as a human being.
Tom Wiley, MTN Sports.
Thanks, Tom. You can find the extended version of Dougie Hall's story online right now at montanasports.com.